Here we are with another Friday Night Live. Where are we in February 24th, 2023? And what a beautiful day it was today. Sun shining and nice and warm, and that beautiful cold. You can feel that warmth. Yeah, we buried my friend's father, and almost reached 98 years old. You know, they don't build them like they used to. Yeah, the now we see the strange things, diseases, and everything else going younger and younger and younger. Children, genetics are getting very weak, very weak. I I pray as we wake up as mankind to see truly what we're doing to each other and to the Mother Earth. It's not sustainable, that's for sure. And once we see that light, then we can have a blast, moving in the direction of balance. It's the only thing. The only thing. Excuse me. Mateo. How you doing, Mateo? Hope life's treating you great. Where were you? Were you in UK? I think you were. I remember. Panama now. Traveling. Very nice. Very nice. Not a great time for traveling in general, but traveling is nice. Yes, I lived in London. I hear it's nice in Panama. I haven't been there myself. That whole area near the equator. Nice and warm. Lots of corruption. Yeah, just like there is everywhere. Now I quit with London. Tired of London. Going to Costa Rica to work at Pachamama, an Osho center. Oh, okay. Osho, that was that the guru, wasn't it? 6 months. Indian guru, yeah. That'll be quite of an experience. How come it's only me and you? Good question. People have better things to do. People are looking for drama. That's what this world is about. Drama. And if that's what you're looking for in life, that's what you're looking for. Eventing is futile, and we're not here to be a circus, so to say. So what are you going to do tonight? Well, we're here for people who are, want to ask questions, share inspirations, et cetera, et cetera. That's what we're here for. And if there's no interest, we call it a night, because I'm not here to continue blabbering. I've blabbered enough for all these years. There's tons of information we've shared. So we're here for support. Whoever's willing to do that. Do you believe in intermittent fasting? What do you mean, do we believe in intermittent fasting? We put intermittent fasting on the map. That's the lifestyle, my friend. Intermittent fasting. That's what we're doing. That's the lifestyle. $14 fasting, no receipt. When was the last time you read the MFS protocol? It's all there. The whole lifestyle. It's an intermittent fasting. We are fasting, washing. We have our windows, our dry fasting window, our wet window, and our eating windows, our eating days. That's what it's about. Hey, George, how you doing? Okay, I forgot. It's been a while. We've been around for over 8 years, Mateo. It's been quite a while. George, good, loving it. Level 3 past few weeks. Awesome. So you're getting into the groove for level 3. That's nice, very nice. Once we get into that groove, it's just awesome as a lifestyle. You know, the eventing thing is it's good for an experience, but people get themselves in trouble, right, Mateo? That's the big challenge. Are you ready to live it? Are you ready to love it? Or are you just looking for some dramatic event? Yeah, I'm just trying to get into the habit of sticking to it week after week. Yeah, you know, we can move up and down the levels a little bit. And then every once in a while we go into level 7 and just awesome. Mateo, yes, a lot of trouble. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge. Life-changing. Ben, hey, Ben. Living and loving it is life-changing. We don't want to getting into trouble, life-changing event. And that's why for 8+ years we've been saying follow the protocol, live it and love it. Don't make it an event. You may not be a happy camper, making it an event. There's wisdom in everything we want to do in life. We want to move through life in prudence with every choice we make. Are we going to fall off every once in a while? Absolutely. Life happens. And in anything in a snap of a finger, we can have huge life-changing events. Just like that. And we don't know how we're going to react in these life-changing events. So we want to be prudent in everything we do. Emotions is what we can allow to rule us, or we can rule our emotions. So how do we rule our emotions? We need to train ourselves little by little, over and over and over again, to be able to take control of our emotions. Because if we don't control our emotions will control us, and everything else can control our emotions. And that's how we get ourselves in trouble. Mateo, my path met you, and that brought drastic change in my life. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fasting is a serious, serious game. It's not a game. It's what all the gurus, the masters, the prophets from the past have taught for a reason. Fasting is the spiritual lifestyle. That's why they've taught fasting, because it's such a profound, powerful way to make our path and relationship with the divine, the creator, much more fulfilling and open up with clarity and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But my life is not about fasting, it's about finding God. Well, this is what, this is the path. Why did all these prophets talk about fasting? Because it's a spiritual life. And, finding the divine one and only creator, God, with, spelt with a capital G. Make sure you're looking for the correct God, because there's so much confusion these days. And that's wonderful and a beautiful goal in life, because this life is temporary, and the day's going to come and we get a tap on the shoulder and we're going to leave the physical body. So are we going to be ready for the afterlife, after we leave the physical body? That's the whole key. Are we going to be ready to what's coming, to where we return to where we came from, right? And that's what would be wonderful if we as whole mankind would be living our lives like that, instead of focusing on materialism, is like where mankind has gone, especially the last 3 years. What's been going on? George, I added some wormwood to the kidney tea this week. I've been feeling like crap ever since. Wormwood. I don't know if that would be the wormwood, unless it's stirred up any extra parasites, but the parasite formula has got wormwood in it, I believe. Mateo, and the experience I had with you brought drastic change for such purpose. My life is only about finding God. I don't want to reincarnate anymore. Yeah, the reincarnation thing, that's something that I pondered on, and I don't really buy into the reincarnate as has been taught by some of the beliefs and religions. I believe we are living our experiences through our ancestral experiences before, and our offspring experiences. We cannot be separate from them, and we live through all those experiences. We are part of all those experiences. So that's the way I see reincarnation. I don't see it as our individual entity. Once we leave this physical body, that we enter a new physical body as our individual self. I don't really buy into that. Anyway, I'll find out sooner or later. But that's a whole topic that has many belief systems. So go down the path where you see that fits your way of life, I guess. I don't understand what you believe. Well, as I said, we are living our ancestral experiences. All the people we come from, we're part of them. And we're all part of the divine creator as well. We're all part. We cannot separate ourselves from that. And that's how I see reincarnation. I don't see it as an individual experience re-entering into this realm over and over and over again. That's what I mean. Anyway, you know, what they call karma. I like to call it the laws of cause and effect. We can't escape the laws of cause and effect. Everything has consequences. Every action has a reaction, an opposing reaction. You know, we do certain things, we're going to have a certain reaction. Can't escape. All nature works on those basic principles. And that's it. What happens when you die? Well, we will all soon find out soon enough, won't we? We will return to where we came from, in the limitless realms, I like to call them, where we came from. There's the vastness of this universe, and there's many universes, galaxies, and the whole unicos is continuously expanding. We can't even comprehend it in this matter state format. How can we comprehend something that is as vast and has the vastness of that? It's continuously expanding in all directions, outwards and inwards. It's just no way that we can have these limited views, through the matter state. So you have a very Christian view. Yeah, you can say that, following the teachings of Christ, another master who came here and spread beautiful experiences, and showed us that everything's possible, through many documented miracles that he has done. Mine is much more Indian. Yeah. Many people have gone that route. And you have free will to choose whatever you want to believe, just like everybody else has. But fasting will bring us more clarity and allow us to build that relationship with our divine creator. Anyway, the key is to always have a very open mind, like a child, to continue to want to learn and search, and that will keep us on a wonderful expansive path of different experiences. Mateo, do you ever expand on what people should do after 40 days of fasting? Do you expand on what people should do? It's been there since the beginning. I'm sure you haven't read it. We have, the whole lifestyle has been laid out. How to live your lifestyle, fasting, breaking your fast over and over and over again. No, I read everything. So how did you not see how to break a fast? Which is just as, if not more important than the fast itself. That's part of the lifestyle, because most people are not going to be in a fasting state forever. You know, eating is part of the lifestyle for 99.99999% of the people. And it will remain that way until we as mankind have been able to grow out of the matter state nourishment. Because true nourishment really cannot come from matter. True nourishment comes through the spirit. And once we can be nourished through the spirit, through the emotion, we don't need physical foods. We will be completely satisfied and nourished. And, you know, this is what Christ has taught, and many other wonderful prophets and gurus. It was just mentioned what to do while fasting, not after. I don't know what you shouldn't have drink for minimum 80 days. Then you should go over all the material from way back then, and you'll see that you are not correct. Breaking the fast was always there. But anyway, it's an experience. Yeah, with a hefty price for people who do not pay attention to everything we've been sharing and everything we continue to share. Because that is each one of our own responsibilities to do. We must be, willing to put in all the time and effort to learn, not just jump into things blindly. It's an experience, very big price for me. Yeah, very big price. Not only for you, there's many, many people out there who paid big prices. Just last month, was it? Somebody was telling me about, he knew somebody who did a 40-day water fast, or 45, I can't remember, and went to pig out, and he's no longer here. This is the price people are willing to pay through their ignorance, that, believe that you can do a long fast and then do whatever you want. It doesn't work that way. If you understand what fasting is, it's not some big dramatic event where, it's like going to a circus and then it's done, we go back to our old ways of life. No, fasting is a spiritual, first and foremost, lifestyle. And when we choose that lifestyle, we have to choose it with prudence, and we have to always make wise choices in everything we do, before, during, and after the fast. And after the fast is much more crucial because of how sensitive we open up our physicality to. By going through these long fasts, we are opening up ourselves in a whole different way. It's not just a physical experience that we're opening ourselves up to. So we need to take our time and learn, read, reread, watch all the videos, watch all the experiences of other people that are having, and so on and so forth. We just, as mankind, we are looking for that magic pill solution, that we do something and solves all our problems and we go back to our old ways. There's nothing in this realm like that, and probably in any other realm. So it's master fasting is the lifestyle. Fasting is a lifestyle. It's not an event. It's not a dramatic event. As we used to support people doing 108 days, what we've seen from that is mankind is not ready for a fasting lifestyle in general. And the last 3 years have shown us more than ever how we are so far not ready for a fasting lifestyle. We need to train ourselves and continuously over and over and over again to build our emotions, which are the things that we do not want controlling us, so we can control our emotions and allow ourselves to expand far beyond anything any other experience can give us. Fasting is the lifestyle. Fasting is a spiritual lifestyle. And that's the lifestyle I've been at for a long time. I've been at it for since 1990. And I never had the luxury of having the information that we shared back then. So it was all, just going in with trust, and the experience was teaching me when I would, do my fast over and over and over again. And I would learn to ask the proper questions of what was happening and grow from those experiences and start, gaining the little understandings over and over and over again from all the different fasts that I've done over all the decades. And I had nobody really to ask any questions. There was no internet in those days. So it was going inwards over and over and over and over again. And seeing that fasting is a place where everything is possible, as we've seen. We've seen people overcome the most, horrific experiences with, pain, misery, and suffering. And they've overcome it through a fasting lifestyle. And the sad thing is that for many people, it was a part-time event experience. And then they go off and do whatever they want to do. Some of them went back to their old ways and ended up getting exactly back to where they started, 2-3 years later, because they didn't choose to stay within a fasting lifestyle. And this is why we say fasting is a spiritual first and foremost journey. If you're not on a spiritual path, fasting will not be something that's going to appeal to you as a lifestyle. That's why people say fasting is a lifestyle. Yeah, fasting is the lifestyle, the spiritual lifestyle, the choice of moving in a spiritual direction. So each individual has to make those decisions for themselves. You will not see anywhere in the protocol that, after you break a long fast, you're going to go out drinking with your buddies, drinking alcohol. That is absolutely something that can put you under 6 feet under, which almost was the price you paid for doing something like that. That is absolutely ludicrous to want to do anything like that, right? And that's why we stress, how important it is breaking a fast, especially a long fast. It takes at least 2 to 3 times the length of the fast. The longer the fast, the longer it takes to break your fast, break. But we're not going back to eating 7 days a week. We never ever advocated to go back to your old ways. It's always to maintain a fasting lifestyle. And when you read the protocol, the dry fasting state is something that we never, ever leave, right? We're doing our daily window. We're doing our 24-hour weekly window. We're doing our 3-day monthly window. We're doing our season change 5-day window. And within that, we're doing our wet days, our liquid days or wet days. And we have our windows for eating. So it's a very basic, simple, powerful way for us to live a fasting lifestyle. Hey, Barbara, stay happy and healthy. Always is the way we choose. So yeah, fasting is a beautiful, beautiful way for us to expand our spiritual ways. And it's something I cherish with every single fast. It's always a new experience. Every single fast is a new experience. And we learn from every single fast. And we keep going. Or not. Choice is always yours, as we say. It's interesting that we know without doubt the power of fasting lifestyle, and we've seen the magic that does happen through a fasting lifestyle. But and even though people have gone through these short experiences, as individuals, people choose not to continue for whatever reason. It doesn't, everybody has their own reasons or belief systems, and some went back to, like I said, their old ways, and if not even worse. It's a very, very interesting, just like what we've seen the last 3 years, where people went to line up and trusted their governments, and now you've seen the repercussions of what what that has brought on, being guinea pigs for the pharma cartel, and we're going to see the repercussions for many years to come. It's continuously going on at the grandest scale we've ever seen. And, people trust in the white jackets. And so that's what I've seen happen, sadly, in all the years I've been on this path, is mankind as a whole moving in that direction more and more and more so, instead of taking on spiritual life and trusting in our divine creator instead of mammon. And that's the difference I'm talking about, my friends. We either trust in our creator or we trust in mammon. Science. People believe in the science. If you believe in the science, how can you believe in a God? Science does not believe in God. Mainstream science does not believe in God. Scientists generally do not believe in God. There's the odd few that have moved in towards a much more open path. What do we call that? Quantum sciences and so on and so forth, where they know there is a divine creator, but that's not mainstream. And I hope people, we are able to turn around in the direction that's we've been heading the last 3 years. It's not a great place. Dominica, hi Gino, very wise words. Thank you for sharing your experience. You're welcome. That's what we're all here for, right? To share our experiences, and hopefully we can all pick up these this information that we're all sharing and learn from it, and be able to implement things in our lives to make things I guess a little bit easier for us to some degree. We are all a little short-sighted. We're all looking for those shortcuts. I've yet to find any. The fastest shortcut is fasting for improving our health, but we need to be prudent and wise and continue fasting as the lifestyle, not as an event. Eventing, never, ever, ever. 108 days, we're opening the doors. It's always used to say, 108 days just opens the doors. 9 years is a good start. You can go look at right from 2015. We haven't changed anything in what we're teaching. We've just put in more and more little details, made a couple of adjustments here and there from everything we've learned from everybody's experiences, including our own. But the basic whole structure is there. And now, instead of saying people start 108 days, we're telling people to choose one of the levels from 1 to 7. If you're choosing level 7 as a lifestyle, which I don't recommend anybody start on level 7 as a lifestyle, but there may be some people that are daring and saying that, yeah, they want to be on a fasting lifestyle permanently, just liquids and or dry fast. I don't believe anybody on the planet is ready for that just off the bat. I haven't seen it. So, level 1 would be 1 day a week fasting, that's your dry fasting. So level 2 is somewhere where most people would start, and then as quickly as we feel comfortable, move to 3 days a week of fasting. So you have your 1 day a week of dry, you have 2 days a week of your liquid, right? And we expand from that over time, slowly. And when we've done that successfully for a year or two at least, then we can move up and down the levels. In that we can go up to level 4 or 5, go back down. We don't want to go too dramatic in our levels. And after we've been doing it for a couple of years and we understand and we're able to fast and break the fast over and over and over again, and emotionally understand what fasting is, spiritually understand what fasting is, and have control over our emotions, then we can choose to go on level 7 for a while if we like, just to go into those very, very deep purges that can only be experienced through a level 7. And then we can have the wisdom, hopefully, to understand what happens through the short fast. And the longer fast is a whole different experience, because we're stripping like nothing, like no tomorrow. We have not found any plateaus master fasting, let's put it that way. And when you're stripping layer by layer by layer by layer into the nothingness, all imbalances come to the surface. Everything comes to the surface. So that's what we're all about, Mateo. You had your run and your horrific experience through not wise choices, and you got scared off from a fasting lifestyle. It's been what 7 years ago or so that you had that experience, and you were pointing fingers at myself, which is when you're pointing finger at anybody, you got three pointing back. We're not finger pointers here. We're not spoon feeders. Everybody is out for themselves. Everybody has to make their choices in their life. We cannot make choices for anybody else. We can only share our experiences. And it's been a beautiful, wonderful, amazing journey of all the complete, masterful transformations that we've been witnesses to. And it scares people. The complete transformation, master fasting, what I find scares people. It's too powerful. Too powerful. Have you ever heard that? It's too powerful, because we are going into the realm of the fields, the realm of spirit, and that's where everything happens. It doesn't happen in matter state. Focusing on matter is not going to get us much of anything. We're very, very limited to matter state thinking. Science, we're very limited with that stuff, with those theories and belief systems. So we are all about going into the realm of the fields. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you look at what we use in the Master Fast realm, we're using everything that's dead in the physical realm. It's all dead. How many people have been bashing me for using cooked juice and cooked tea and cooked charcoal to burn to death, and so on and so forth, because in their realm raw is law, but they're looking into the physicality of things, in the material forms of things. We've gone into a place where, yeah, we're in matter state, but we want to play in the realm of the fields. So we're going to ignore the matter state status of things. We want to know what is the higher order of things. And that's why we choose all things of the higher order, cooked juice, burnt charcoal, tinctures, and tinctures and tea. We're using the higher order state of things, Once you put herbs in an alcoholic tincture, you cannot plant those herbs and make them grow in the physical realm anymore. We're talking about higher order. What's in the higher order? What's in the spiritual realm of these herbs? What's in the spiritual realm of the cooked juice? What's in the spiritual realm of the charcoal? The clay, it's rock, the psyllium husk. There's nothing there. It's just dead matter, fiber. There's nothing there. What's in the higher order of these things? And how can these things assist us in matter state? Well, we know how they can assist us. We've seen it thousands of times over and over and over again. And how beautiful, transformative things can be. The last several years have been really, really challenging. Like you say, life changes like this. I had to take care of my mother. She became completely disabled and so on and so forth. This is life-changing experiences. And you had your life-changing experience, and everybody else has their life-changing experiences. And, through all these life-changing experiences, we hopefully we make wiser and wiser choices, right? If it's when it's time to leave this physical realm, this physical body, it's time to leave. When we get the tap on the shoulder, good luck in trying to control yourself. No, I'm not going to go right now. The creator saying it's your time. And you're going to say, no, I'm not going to go. Well, then you're in the belief that you are the creator. Okay, there's that belief system as well out there. And if you're that creator, I'd like you to make a blade of grass out of the nothingness. No, I'm not going to give you the materials for the seed. You have to create the materials for this to create the seed and the blade of grass yourself out of the nothingness, just as the creator continues to do over and over and over again. The creator continues to create. It's around us everywhere. If you can't see, there's new life forms being discovered on this planet all the time. Years ago in the island of Borneo, I think it was, they were discovering new species. I can't remember how many every week. Every week. Where were those species hiding before? Absolutely not. Creation continues to happen. Creation continues to create. There's going to be new plant species, new animal species, as we're moving through this illusion of time. There's different environments create different outcomes, as we always have said. Environments dictate outcome. Internal, external environments dictate outcome, dictate this physicality. Now that we're being bombarded left, right, and center with all these horrific frequencies, and this crap they're spraying in the airs, the crap they're spraying in the ground, the music that's in a tone that's nothing to do with nature, and we can go on and on and on with everything that we're being bombarded with. People are not good to each other. People are we're not having great relationships with our spouses, or family, or friends, or coworkers. There's always both sides. There's people that are having these beautiful experiences, and then there's people that are going in the opposite direction. There has to be always a force of balance, or we would self-destruct. But as we've seen, especially the last 3 years, we've moved in a full speed ahead in the path of destruction. So us, few of us that we are living the spiritual path, spiritual life, we are raising our field strength and elevating all the rest of the souls to peace, balance, and correct conduct as best we possibly can, because we are all part of each other. We are all part of the divine creator. We are all part of nature. We are all part of this universe. And we hope, we know that hopium, we continue to have the hopium that we will have the outcome of peace, balance, correct conduct in our future now space, because there's only time is now. So yeah, I'm glad that you're still around, Mateo. I'm glad you're still around. I'm glad you've learned from your experience, and I'm glad and I hope that you continue to make wise choices in everything you do, and inform yourself thoroughly before making any choices in life that can dramatically change your ways in life. And fasting is that way. Fasting, once you go into this fasting lifestyle, there is we need to be ready for those drastic, magnificent changes. Gino, let's focus on the positive, hopefully happy aspects of who we are and what we do. Yeah, we that's what we want to focus on. But we need to know consequences of everything in the choices that we make, so that we can continuously make the correct choices. And fasting keeps me in a happy place, a happy, beautiful, peaceful place. And that's why I continue to live this lifestyle. It brings me so much peace. You know, eating, we love eating, but we love fasting way more because of the peaceful clarity it brings to me with every single fast. Do we fall off the wagon, folks? We all fall off the wagon, but when we fall off the wagon, we want to be prudent falling off the wagon, meaning that there's many, many wise choices that we can make when we fall off the wagon, instead of doing things that are drastic and can be directly very harmful, if not fatal, in the choices that we make. So fasting brings that to me. And if fasting does not do that for you, if you're doing the level 2, 3, 4, and you're not finding that peace, then go back to your a non-fasting lifestyle. Go back to an eating lifestyle. Fasting is not for everybody. Said from the start, master fasting especially is not for everybody. This is a niche, if you want to put it that, in the fasting lifestyle. I'm watching, I've been watching things for 30 plus years now, 33 plus years in the fasting world, and there's a lot of crazy things that are going on out there, and horrific teachings on what to do with fasting. It's dangerous things that people are sharing out there. Okay, so we want to keep the record as straight and as pure as possible, and there's nothing we're holding back. Fasting, you don't, if you don't do things prudently, and you're going to get yourself in trouble. There's a few people who shared their stories on the live videos. I asked them, please share your story, so others don't make your mistakes, and they did beautifully. They shared their stories of what not to do, and they were lucky to make it through. Not following protocol, doing things that we never discussed. Breaking your fast incorrectly can be lethal, and yet there's people still doing it out there. It's just the way it is. So choose your path wisely. Keep the divine in your hearts. Keep the spirit alive. Be prudent in everything you do. Prudence, prudence, prudence. I don't know how much more clear we can make it. It's this is why we have the notice in the Master Fast website. How many times do we say, you can kill yourself? Anybody can kill themselves. People are killing themselves every single day through an eating lifestyle. You can't see it. Eating, ingesting, generally. Ingesting. People are continuously ingesting things and killing themselves. If you can't see it, it's okay. But the lifestyle of addition, where we believe we need to add something in our life to make it fulfilled because we're missing something, we are in the opposite belief. We are in the art of subtraction belief. We're continuously purging to bring balance. Because the only thing that we've seen that brings true balance comes through the spirit, comes from the divine through our soul to the physicality. And we can find that beautiful place when we connect to that source. And whatever belief you have, choose your spiritual path. We're not here to preach any religion or belief system. We're just sharing our experiences. Everybody has to choose their own spiritual path, and work on their own belief system, whether it's something that you were brought up with or that you discovered through your life experiences. It's all up to you. We're not here to debate belief systems. We're here to share our experiences. And by each and every one of us sharing our experiences, we all grow together. And that's what we've seen over the last 8+ years in this realm. And it's been an honor and a blessing. And if people want to live this lifestyle, that's what we're here for. We're supporting each other. If they're not interested in this lifestyle, there's no reason for them to be here, correct? So there's lots of window shoppers, that's for sure. The drama's not there anymore because we're not supporting 108 days. Whether there's people still doing it, but you need to be ready to live that level 7 lifestyle. And I don't see how anybody can be ready without doing the legwork over at least a couple of years of fasting and breaking your fast over and over and over and over again, because of how powerful this purge is, the stripping away is. You'll never know until you go through it how powerful it strips. With that said, we're at about an hour. I started a little late. I just missed the time. But enjoy yourselves. Make it a beautiful place to be. And we'll see you back on the page. We'll see you next live on Wednesday. Wednesday Facebook Live. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And ciao for now. Keep that plasma love always flowing.